Hi, I'm Tracy Paul, the Mentoring Program Coordinator with the Council on Adolescence, also known as the Lunch Buddy Lady. Our program serves students, middle school students in our community that could use an additional positive role model. And let's face it, we could all use an additional positive role model in our lives. A mentor is someone who helps you find hope within yourself. And I personally am very passionate about the mentoring program because I think everyone can use a mentor. Hopefully we've all hit somebody along the way, our grandmother, a mother, a co-worker, a boss, a friend, that just gives us a hand out and a hand up. And the mentoring program can do that, can help these students. Studies show that 90% of those that have a mentor go on later in life to mentor someone else, which I think, and we all can agree, is one of the most valuable benefits of the program. If you are mentored, then you are in turn more likely to be a mentor and pay it forward and share that with someone else. Don't just take my word for it. I'd like to share a couple of mentor success stories with you. For the past 3 years, I have been a lunch buddy to 2 girls at Northview Middle School, and then followed my 2 students to HCAM. Being a lunch buddy is both fun and rewarding, and although life can get heavy at times for teens, we get to be the supportive ones who listen without judgment. We can talk about life's challenges and successes, making good choices and what it's like and how it feels to help others. Some weeks involve in-depth conversations about what's going on in the world, school, or in their lives. And some weeks we just chat about a new pair of shoes or a new hairstyle. During our brief lunches, we all agreed that phones are not permitted, and we practice eye contact and conversation. When asked about being a lunch buddy, I often tell people that I get to be a positive and supportive adult in a teen's life. I hope our time together is impactful, and ultimately, I hope my lunch buddies grow up and want to become a lunch buddy or help others in different ways.
Hi, I'm Christy Sims. I'm a counselor with Catawba County Schools, and I worked at Arndt Middle School for 5 years. During that time, I was part of the mentor program, the lunch buddy program that the Council on Adolescence has out at the middle schools, and I saw many wonderful benefits from the mentors meeting with our students. A lot of those students had better attendance and better grades, and oftentimes they would ask if that mentor could follow them to high school. It was a great program, and I think it's a wonderful thing that the Council on Adolescence does for our middle school students. Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to share another mentor story that may pull on our heartstrings a little. It's quite a touching story that I have the opportunity to share. I've had the same female lunch buddy now for 2 years. She's now 20 years old and in the 11th grade. So that gives you some idea of the challenges she's dealt with in her short life. Behavioral and mental health issues were a constant interruption to her education in her early and middle years. And it's only a great deal of medication that keeps her controlled now. As a registered nurse, I'd love to better understand her condition and how she got there, and whether so much sedation is needed. But it's not my job to diagnose or treat her, but just to be there, listen, and care. Our first several months together, she hardly spoke more than a few words during our 30-minute lunch periods together in the private auditorium at Rosenwald. By Christmas that first year, when I gave her a Christmas present of a Batman hoodie, I think it was the first time I'd seen her really smile. When I showed up at a Cheryl's Ford Optimist Club luncheon, where she was given an award for being the student of the month in March of that same year, which I did not find out about until that day, she was very surprised, actually hugged me, and introduced me to all her grandparents and parents who fostered and adopted her at an early age. They told me how she talked about me all the time, and told me how much she looked forward to the days I was coming to lunch with her. This year she talks much easier with me now, has told me a little about her history, talks about her foster brothers and sisters, and about the apartment her parents built for her in the garage. The principal reported to me a couple of weeks ago that at the parent meeting they had with her parents, they spoke very highly of the Lunch Buddy and how much she'd come to mean to their daughter. They praised the Lunch Buddy program and hoped I would continue being her Lunch Buddy next year, which I wouldn't miss for the world. In spite of COVID-19, we are committed to some type of virtual Lunch Buddy program. Given the current circumstances, we may not be able to go into the schools and eat lunch on a weekly basis with our Lunch Buddy students. But we are committed to making something virtual happen, whether it's Google Hangouts, whether it's emails, some type of way to reach out to these students and make sure they know that we care about them and that we're there to support them, especially now during these trying times. A pandemic is certainly an unprecedented situation, and we too are pivoting and doing the best we can with the mentoring program to make it happen, to be there for the students, and to keep supporting them along the way. I just want to say a special thank you to all the mentors in our community. If you have been a mentor and you're continuing to be a mentor, or if you've never been one and want to start, we could not do it without you. We are deeply committed to the youth in our community. Our program is just one way that we can reach out to youth and help them as we all strive for a healthier community. And we do know that the youth are the future of our community. Thank you.